This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook at audiblepodcast.com/TYT. An eBay seller, his handle is Badger Matt. And apparently he was selling sports tickets on eBay, and the person who won the auction was a particular woman who placed the highest bid of $600.
4 tickets to a game. Badger Matt, he couldn't go to the game. Couldn't go, wanted to go, so he sold 4 tickets, $600.
Right, $600, and she won the auction, but as soon as she won the auction, she basically let Badger Matt know that her husband would not allow her to actually buy the tickets because he felt that she bid too high on them. Okay.
Now, so Matt's pissed because he's thinking, wait a minute, I could have sold it to the guy bidding $550, right? Well, why'd you rip me off here? Why'd you bid on it if you couldn't buy it, right?
Exactly. So he was very upset. So he decided to...
He couldn't resell them by this time.
He couldn't. It was
right.
too late.
Too late.
The game was going to happen the following day. It was too late. He had no other choice but to do something known as the Glim Dropper. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I had not heard of this before.
Neither had I. So let me tell you what the Glim Dropper is. So he created another eBay account, and he won't tell us what that eBay account's name is, so he says, let's just call it Payback. Okay. So he creates the Payback eBay account, and he contacts the woman and says, hey, I noticed that you placed the highest bid for those sports tickets. I really, really would like to go, and I'm willing to spend $1,000 on them.
A key lie in there was, I meant to bid on them, but I couldn't get to a computer. So then I rushed home and realized you'd won them. That's why I'm contacting you.
That sounds like a kind of lie that Ben would come up with.
It's a good lie.
Okay.
It is
so
a good
she
lie.
buys it.
Except
right?
my lies are for no reason. This
This makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So this is what ends up happening. She says, oh, $1,000, I'll do it for $1,100.
Right. She doesn't have the tickets.
Exactly. So he's like, okay, fine, $1,100. Sure, I'll buy him off your hands. So then she goes on and she contacts Badger Matt and says, fine, I'll pay for the goddamn tickets, but you have to drive to my house and do the transaction, right?
They have a contested relationship, what's the word I'm looking for? A contentious relationship, because Badger Matt has already expressed some displeasure, like, hey, you screwed me. You said you'd buy $600 tickets, and now your husband says, no, what am I supposed to do? And she was like, sorry, can't help you. What was the exact phrase she used? She said that this is not eBay. This is eBay, not a car dealership, which he would then turn around and use against her.
Right, exactly. So he drives all the way across town at midnight just so he can give her the tickets and collect the money. As Badger Matt does that, he demands an additional $20 because of the fact that he drove all the way out there in the middle of the night.
That's just... Yeah. He's just being a dick.
But I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he claims that she literally threw the money at him, right, and took the tickets. Right. So then she contacts Payback, and Payback says, sorry, not interested in the tickets anymore.
And then she goes in a rage, okay? And somehow she figured out, maybe it's because she's an eBay veteran and knows about Glim drops or whatever, right? She figured out that it's him, right? And so she decides that she's going to send him an email, send Badger Matt an email.
Right.
And this email is awesome.
Okay, so let's post the email up. I'm going to read it verbatim.
But real quick, the one reason why that she knew it was him was because he said in the exchange, this is eBay, not a car dealership.
Right.
All right, and we'll discuss whether he did the right thing here in a second. But first the email.
Okay, so this is what she writes to him. Fucksting funny fucker. You know you can go to jail for this. You thief. City cops, FBI, fire, and government already know. N.O.
And by the way, thief.
I know. There's so many mistakes here. It's awesome. You're done. I particularly like that sentence.
I like it.
I got your number and your name. This is thefting property, fucker. Give me my $620 back, or everything bad will happen. Fuck. You can't steal and get away. Refund me now or else. Lots of exclamation marks. You don't want a lawsuit. Trust me, you don't. You have tickets. Just give my money and be done.
All right. Now, if I was Matt, I'd be considerably worried about the lawsuit, especially if she's going to represent herself. because this is a sharp legal mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. She knows what thefting robbery property is
Yeah.
and what a no good thief can do.
Right.
And so Matt's in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure he recognizes that, right?
Yeah.
So I would return the money. Everybody agree?
Yeah, you don't want to go to trial against Matlock.
All right, now look, here's the thing. I think we all love what Matt did, right? I probably wouldn't have done it, okay? And I'll tell you why. You don't want to mess with people like this. She's not going to sue you. She's not going to win. She's an idiot, right? But she's mentally unbalanced, you know?
But what is she going to do? I mean, she doesn't really know his information. The only thing she knows is that his name is Badger Matt.
No, she knows she let the fire department know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. On the other hand, there is the fire department.
Yeah.
Audible.com is the leading provider of audiobooks.
In fact, they have over 75,000 titles.
And you can listen on your iPod or your MP3 player. You can listen to it anywhere at any time. It's incredibly convenient.
And they have books in every single genre imaginable. You can get a free audiobook if you go to audiblepodcast.com/TYT.
Totally true.